How to find your passion, the best 10 tips you need to know to succeed today. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most important things in life, passion. Whether you're in your teens, 20s, 30s or 40s plus, it's never too late to find your passion in life. In this video, we'll be discussing some tips on how to find your passion. Before we get started, let's define what we mean by passion. Passion is a feeling of intense enthusiasm or excitement for something that you enjoy doing. It's a driving force that motivates you to pursue your interests and goals. So, how do you find your passion in life? Tip 1 would be to reflect on your childhood interests. It can be amazing that a lot of the happiness and fulfillment we receive in adulthood is just getting back to what we loved to do as a child. Think back to your childhood. What were the things that you enjoyed doing the most as a child? Was it playing an instrument, singing, playing sports? Often our childhood interests give us a clue about our passions. For example, maybe you were really into football as a child. Now, perhaps you can't play professional and you've accepted that, but there still may be other things that you can do to ignite that passion for football. For example, you could teach, coach, you could start a fantasy league for fun with friends, you could gather an amateur football group that meets on the weekends to play, you could start a blog or YouTube channel about the latest sport news, or even player gossip, etc. This could also bring you in some money if the channel does well. Depending on where you want to go with it, meaning just for fun or making a career out of it, there are many options you can weigh in on to capture some of that passion you had in your younger years. Tip number 2. Now that you're all grown up-ish, identify your current interests. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? Identifying your current interests is one of the easiest ways to uncover your passion. If you're not sure what your interests are, take a few minutes to think about what you enjoy doing in your free time. Maybe it's cooking, reading, writing, playing games, movies, hiking. Identifying your current interests can help you uncover your passions and clue you into what brings you joy in life. Once you've identified your interests, explore them further. For example, if you enjoy reading, try reading books in different genres to see what you enjoy the most. Same with movies and games. If you like running or hiking and have a favorite track, try to take a different route next time. If you like cooking, try to experiment with different recipes and discover new and improved ways to present the food in an aesthetic manner, and so on. This will help you discover where your true passions in life lie. Another way to identify your current interests is to pay attention to what you spend your money on. Are you constantly buying new tech gadgets? Maybe technology is an interest of yours. Do you always have the latest fashion accessories? Perhaps fashion is a passion. It's important to remember that your interests may change over time. What you were interested in 5 years ago may not be the same as what you're interested in now. That's okay. Just keep exploring and trying new things to discover what you're passionate about now. We all grow and change. It's also important to not limit yourself to just one interest. You may have multiple interests that could lead to different passions. For example, if you enjoy hiking and photography, you could combine the two and discover a passion for landscape photography, and then use a drone to capture beautiful videos of it and sell your footage professionally. Tip number 3. Try new things. So this one is pretty straightforward, but trying new things is one of the best ways to discover what you're passionate about and what you may not like at all. Take a class, join a club, volunteer in a new field. You never know what you might fall in love with till you try it out for yourself. Tip number 4. Pay attention to what energizes you. What makes you feel excited and energized? When you're doing something you're passionate about, time seems to fly by and you feel energized and fulfilled. Paying attention to what energizes you is an excellent way to uncover your passion. To identify what energizes you, Think about the activities or tasks that make you lose track of time. When you're engaged in these activities, hours can pass by without you even realizing it. For example, you may love playing video games or designing graphics, and you lose track of time when you're doing them. Pay attention to how you feel doing these activities. Do you feel a sense of accomplishment or pride? These feelings can be a sign that you're doing something that aligns with your passion. Think about the tasks or activities that you naturally gravitate towards. For example, you may enjoy helping others, problem solving, or working independently. These traits can provide clues about your passion. It's also essential to pay attention to your physical and emotional reactions. When you're doing something you're passionate about, you will feel a sense of excitement or joy in your body and spirit, and maybe a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Tip number 5. Consider your values. Your values are the principles that guide your decision-making and behaviors. They are your beliefs and standards, and they are an essential part of who you are. Consider what you stand for and what's important to you. When you find something that aligns with your values, you're more likely to feel passionate about it. To identify your values, think about the things that matter most to you in your life. Do you prioritize honesty, integrity, or kindness? Maybe you value personal growth, creativity, or community involvement. It's important to note that everyone's values are unique, and what matters most to one person may be different from another. Consider your past experiences and what values you exhibited during those experiences. For example, if you volunteered at a homeless shelter, you may have demonstrated compassion, generosity, and social responsibility. These values can give you insights into what matters most to you. It's also important to examine how your current lifestyle aligns with your values, and if it doesn't, to get that in order first. Are you living in a way that reflects your core beliefs? If not, it may be time to make some changes to bring your actions and values into alignment. By understanding your values, you can uncover your passion and find activities that align with your core beliefs. Tip number 6. Think of your strengths. What are your strengths? Your strengths are the skills and talents that come to you naturally and that you enjoy doing. When you're using your strengths, you're more likely to feel confident and engaged with what you're doing. To identify your strengths, think about the activities or tasks that come naturally to you. Maybe you're a great communicator, problem solver, or have a talent for art or music. If you're not sure, try asking a friend or family member, teacher, or colleague what your strengths are. Once you have identified your strengths, think about how you can apply them in different areas of your life. For example, if you're a great communicator, you may enjoy teaching or public speaking. If you have a talent for music or art, you may be passionate about creating or performing, and so on. Tip number 7. Be patient. Finding your passion takes time, so be patient. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to figure it out overnight. Take one step at a time and you'll eventually find what you're looking for. It takes time to uncover and explore different activities and find what brings you joy and fulfillment. It's important to be patient with yourself during this process and not get discouraged if you don't find your passion right away. It may take some trial and error before you discover what truly resonates with you. In addition to being patient, it's also important to be open-minded and willing to try new things. Sometimes, your passions may surprise you and come from areas or activities that you never considered before. Your passions may evolve over time as you develop and grow as a person. Also, your priorities may shift, and what once brought you joy may no longer resonate with you. It's important to be open to this evolution and not be afraid to explore new passions or interests as they arise. Tip number 8. Don't be afraid to make a change. If you are currently in a job, situation, or lifestyle that doesn't fulfill you, don't be afraid to make a change. Pursuing your passion may require stepping out of your comfort zone to find it, but it's worth it in the end. Making this change could involve changing your major or career path, moving to a new city, or starting a whole new routine for yourself. Making a big change can be scary and can involve taking risks, but this usually leads to significant growth and fulfillment in the end. Often people are hesitant to make changes because they are afraid of the unknown or worried about what others may think of them. However, it's essential to remember that your life is your own and you have the power to shape it in a way that aligns with your passions and values. Tip number 9, seek inspiration. Looking to others for inspiration can help you find your passion. Read about people who are doing what they love, or watch documentaries about people pursuing their dreams. Seeing others pursue their passions may help you focus to find yours. Tip number 10, take action. Start small and take baby steps towards your passions, as once you've identified what you're working towards, you need to take actions towards pursuing it. Without action, your passion may remain a mere dream or idea. Set specific goals that align with your actions. Create a plan or roadmap that outlines the steps you need to take to get to where you want to go. This plan should be realistic and flexible, allowing for adjustments and changes as needed. Be consistent and persistent, seek support when needed, and remember, self-doubt is normal, but push through that anyway. With effort and dedication, you can turn your passion into a reality. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I hope you found some interesting points that will work for you, and if you found this helpful, please consider giving me a like, as that will really help me out, and subscribe for more content.